Hello everybody, this is E-Team Brit driver Alan Day with a race 2 of our IndyCar Fixed series that we're doing for this season of season 2 of 2020. Our goal is basically throughout this season we're going to be doing IndyCar Fixed throughout the season. We're going to be challenging for points within division to try and get top position the best we can. So we haven't qualified just like the first race. We did lose a little bit of iRacing. We did from our previous race. We only had one caution during our first race that we did on Wednesday. This is on the Sunday, so we're closing to the end of the week. Obviously, because of practicing for Sebring 12, which is happened 24 hours ago, obviously has been a priority. So I'm a little bit behind with doing the races. So I have 3 more races that I've got to do. So I plan on doing this one. I'm planning on doing race 3 straight away afterwards, and then I'm going to be doing the 3rd race hopefully on Monday night. So obviously every single video is going to be recorded and put onto YouTube. Obviously I'm not streaming at the moment, but all races are going to be recorded, whether it might be streamed live on Twitch or not. So this is pretty much to see how well I do. Whether I might be crashing out on the first lap or whether I make it to the end. Every single video will be going out on YouTube. So this is the 2nd race that I'm going to be doing for the first week. This is at Autoclub.
25 Celsius, 60 laps.
Which we're going to be obviously, of course, in our personally
Follow car
designed
number 2 in the inside column.
E-Team Brit IndyCar that's been designed by Corpy Designs. So let's get out onto the track. We're starting P17 in the number 5 car. So this is quite a bit of a, obviously a bit of a higher number compared to what we were given
car number 2.
before. So we're going 1 to green.
Do you hear me over there?
We need to catch up to car number 2.
Hey Tom,
Now go ahead.
when we start, I'm going to give you and Brent both plenty of room on the outside to go by me.
It
Okay.
seems like
I'll
some
be watching for
drivers
you.
don't
You
want to
need
be
to
getting
catch
in
up to
and
the
mass
guy
through
ahead.
straight away, which might be a wise thing to
We're
do.
going to move down to the middle.
Some
Of
guy
course,
on the fence line.
It's obviously going to be quite an exciting race, I would assume as well anyway. So we're quite a bit further down the field.
You know what number?
He's not around enough for me to get a number.
I see it, white car.
Yeah, he's blinking like crazy.
Here we go, be ready.
Right then, the double file obviously for the first start.
Go, go, go.
Right, off we go. Some drivers aren't really getting off the line straight away. Oh, somebody spun round straight away.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Trying to give ourselves a little bit of room.
Well done, Al. Good start.
Now we did do some practice before this race. Practice pace was actually pretty good.
B13.
I'm just hoping to try and do a little bit better than what we did in our first race early in the week.
16, I hear you, but not over the radio.
Outside.
Gomez is now in the lead.
Hold your line.
No.
Clear to the wall. Car inside. Still there. Clear to the bottom.
B12. The guy ahead's last lap time is 32.3.
No.
Yeah, makes sense.
41 laps at best.
Car in front of us is Baker.
Everything looks fairly clean for now. So that could change in an instant.
Car low. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside.
There we go, so we're up to
Fuel
P11.
window opens on lap 24. It will end on lap 42.
And we're looking like we're actually the fastest car on the track at the moment.
P11. That was 32.6.
Y'all scared the crap out of me.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
And all I'm doing right now is basically using fourth gear as a way to just try and angle the corner just a little bit more,
Go ahead. I'll get you
because it forces me to reduce the speed just a little bit. But then I get the perfect amount of drive coming out of the corner. Whether it might be on the inside or the outside of
P10.
another
That
car.
lap time was 32.5.
Car outside. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear it high.
P9. Your lap time was 32.6.
Had to get out of it a little
Inside.
bit.
Okay, Al, the next car is Anderson.
Hold your line.
Another car
Clear to
coming
the
behind,
bottom.
I'm going to
Car
have to let him by
inside.
as well.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear to the bottom.
Got a little bit nervous going along the inside.
10th position. You've just done a 32.8.
I think for now, what might be the best off thing to do is just stick behind Tiago, and when we go into a corner, just get out of that draft a little bit, so that way I don't get sent up. He is battling other cars himself as well, so it might not be exactly doable.
Outside. Rewind. In the middle. Clear high.
8th place.
Clear all around.
That lap was a 32.5.
Definitely worked there. Well, it's P10. Actually, it'll be P8 by the time that we got to start finish line this time around. Top driver's starting to go a little bit lower.
High.
Your last lap time was a 32.4.
Still there. Keep it steady. Still there. Clear. Clear high.
Didn't exactly work out, trying to get alongside Thomas Anderson. So we're up 9 positions so far. This is only the end of lap 10. So we're not even a third into this race just yet, not even a quarter of the way through. We've made up a ton of gains already. Seems like somebody's already pitted in. And for that strategy to work, they need a yellow flag like now. No, that's not going to be good for me.
We've got a full course yellow.
That was perfect timing, that was. Just as I hit that wall, I then got a yellow flag coming out. Because somebody else spun it just behind. So we lasted 11 laps. We did for our first caution to come out, so we actually did do pretty well. I think it was around about the same length of time
Line up single file.
for the first
car
time
number
around.
19. Safety cars out.
And that was
Pits are
our
closed.
one and only caution throughout the entire race. going to have to go all the way around the track to go and meet up with the pace car again.
41, be lucky. Once you get a caution, then it's plenty.
They definitely did a couple of risky moves that did during the first 10 laps, I will admit, but
Middle back.
yeah, I feel. I think possibly if I had stepped out, I'd have been very down on momentum. So and they both gave me enough space just about as well, which is good. I think one of them got out
Safety car
the
is
gas
out.
just
It's
a little
now
bit,
open.
just to safeguard himself. So let's see. The question is, can we do this one stop and go to the end? Now, of course,
Leaders
everybody's
pitting
going
now.
to be pitting.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Well, there's a few people that are actually
I
standing
need to
out.
stop again.
Obviously, they don't feel it is a good idea to be putting in right now. So it's saying that I'm going to need another 13 litres. So,
I'm giving my entire pit crew a beer after that one.
and even though we did have a little bit of a knock, we didn't seem to get any damage. So we did knock the outside water turn forward just a little bit, just as the caution was coming out, which I was a little bit worried that was going to be needing a new front wing, but maybe not. We'll see how our pace is though when we go back out.
Pits are open.
And you guys like monitoring the replacements 100?
I watched the Australian Grand Prix. That's pretty fun to watch. Lando had like 70,000 people on his stream, and then you had all the other people. There's like almost 250,000 people watching.
Okay, Al, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
On TV? What channel? It's on Twitch. There's like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bubba Wallace, Parker Clement, William Byron, Alex Bowman, all racing. I think there's like
So right now what I'm
50,000
doing
people
is
on
I'm
the
just
main,
putting the clutch in, because
Twitch
if I
stream.
can try and go the rest of the way without having to take another stop, then I may try it. But of course I'm going to need to save fuel during the rest of the run.
Well then, no, I'm not monitoring.
It's definitely possible, but I am going to be pushing the fuel limit just a little bit.
Randy and Devin go right on by.
Now we're about to go green, so we'll be starting on lap 16. There's a 60 lap race as well. So then, it's our first restart.
Green flag, we're racing.
And some drivers yet again just not really get going.
Car outside.
13th place.
That's
Clear
cost us a
outside.
position because of that as well.
Car high.
I must stay low.
Clear the top. Clear outside.
Thank you, sir.
We've regained that place back. Obviously wanted to go to the back, but he didn't do it the right way really.
D12. The guy ahead is Wilkinson.
Now, according to my cats, I'm going to need to save 6.6 of fuel to make it to the end of this race if I don't want to pit in again. Which is probably going to be around about 4 laps worth of fuel.
What are we doing?
I think somebody's just hit the ball back there.
Just go back.
Car high. Clear outside.
So some of these drivers are ahead of us actually didn't pit in the first time around.
D11.
So they're going to be on quite a bit older tyres.
Car outside. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear outside.
He's trying to defend his position, but he's not going to be there forever.
E9.
Inside. Hold your line. Clear low.
Oh, and he's spun.
Full course yellow, watch out.
Yep. Sorry, guys. Okay,
His car is out. Line up single file behind car number 20. Safety car's out. Pits are closed.
I'm not sure what happened to him exactly there, to be honest.
Sometime.
So this is a second caution now, so just going on to lap 21 now. It's already had more cautions than what we did in the first
Anybody
race.
that couldn't make it now.
There we can.
I'm
Safety
just
car is
wondering
out. Pits are now
if I
open.
pit in for another set of fresh tyres. But what I could do is don't pit in for fuel. I think that might be a good idea to do actually. Just pit in for tyres.
The lead car's pitting. Watch your speed limit in the pits. We think we'll need to stop again.
Good job, guys.
Oh, already going green.
Because a lot of the leaders didn't fit.
Currently, I'm no cover left now. That is on track. Probably green.
Okay, so we're not going to be saving as much fuel as what we would hope. We've only got one driver that's still staying out on their original set of tyres. So second restart, we're starting on lap 23.
Green flag.
Nate,
P8.
Car low. Clear low.
Okay, Al. The next car is Sanchez.
that's a whole cluster right there.
The second restart in a row where somebody else didn't really get going. It's obviously affected me quite a bit. But we're still in P7 at the moment. Somebody else obviously spun round on the restart.
Thank you, Kevin.
The guy behind has just done a 32.2.
Car low. Still there. Hold your line. Clear inside. Outside.
P6. You've just done a 32.7.
Keep it steady. Still there. Clear. Clear to the outside.
Past the lap car. Try and give him a bit of a toast, and that way it leaves a little bit of a gap between me and Dean. Dean still got the overtake done, but it's not an easy pass exactly. Ooh, Nate and Jaceba getting into a bit of a tussle.
P5. Your lap time was
P5.
32.5.
Made a few strong moves in the last couple of laps. But I think Dean's going to come back at us now, and he's got somebody else for company as well.
Thank you, Aiden. Finish Dylan.
Car high.
You're all good, Devin. I'm gonna put right
Still
here.
there. Clear to the top. Car low. Still there. Clear inside.
Okay, Al. You're reeling. Wilkinson in. The gap's now 0.2. P6.
Got to get off the gas just a little bit more than what I would have liked on the exit there.
That lap time was 32.6.
Okay, so we're halfway through the race now.
That's half distance. Should be about 23 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to Wilkinson ahead is increasing. It's now 0.8.
I think if I want to start trying to save fuel, I've got to start it now. A bit of a gap to the guys behind us. Not in any slipstream, unfortunately. You can't actually change the engine mount on the car and fixed, okay. So I won't be able to save fuel really unless I actually do deliberately lift off, which that is a lot of laps to have to save. It's about 6 laps worth of fuel.
Whoa.
6th place. Your last lap time was at 32.8. The gap to Wilkinson ahead is now 0.8. Just done a 32.7.
I'm starting to save a little bit of fuel. I would need to save a lot more than that though. I think I've just got to crack on with it really. I think if I start trying to save all this fuel now, I'm going to lose too much time. Because the IndyCar tends to use the fuel quite a lot. But you can see the average amount of fuel that I'm using per lap at the moment is 1.75, which for an oval track like this, that's quite a lot of fuel to be using over what is just over 30-second lap time. Look, it will become a little bit easier as I go towards the end of the stint.
The gap to Wilkinson in front is now 1.3 seconds.
Around here or what?
That lap was at 32.7. Alright, lap times are pretty consistent.
A little bit wide into turn 1. But we're in a not so good position really getting into 2. Sure signs that the tyres are weighing out just a little bit. Let's try and take care of them the best we can.
That was at 32.9.
Now if we're wanting to pit in for tyres, we should really be pitting in now. It's a little wide again. Now our previous strategy didn't work. Where we stayed out for as long as we physically could. Of course, these type of moments is all depending on luck. As Kevin Lowe finally comes in, this is actually his first
The
actual
gap
stop.
behind has now decreased to
He's been on them
1.3.
tyres since the start. Might be a good idea for me to start putting in because we've got Randy that's catching up to us as well.
The gap to Wilkinson in front is now 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to pit.
Watch your speed. Okay, Al, we'll pull you to the end.
Just about got that slowed down. Going to get a new set of tyres as well. Of course we're now going to be a lap down, but because of us being on fresher tyres, it does then also mean that we will be faster than the leaders.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors.
Just take it easy coming out of pit road. So come up the track. We're still ahead of Kevin. He's 10 seconds behind. So we are now perfectly fine to go all the way to the end. So now what we've got to hope is that it stays green for the duration of the race.
P11.
Where you want to go, 15? Oh, you're...
So the main objective for us now is to keep these tyres in as good condition as possible. While trying to drive as fast as we can. So we've got to do two jobs that basically don't complement each other. But we do have to try and make it work, because the longer these tyres stay intact, the better. And these tyres should be able to last exactly 20 laps, you know, in perfect condition, as long as I'm smooth.
The gap to low behind is now 9.8.
It's Thomas just up the road, so he should be able to get out of the pits in front of us.
Anderson in. The gap is now
Of course, he's
3.8.
literally just come out on track, so we should be able to catch up to him at just the right moment, maybe. No, he's actually in the slipstream of Michael, that 13 car, so he'll get some slipstream there, actually, as a matter of fact.
The lap time was at 32.7.
Let me know which way you want to go, Nate.
What's on your lane?
Alright, it was pretty much high.
Not really going that much faster. Now, the drivers that are staying out on track at the moment, they're going to try and pit in as late as they physically can, by the looks of it. If not, try and get the fuel to the end, hoping that the yellow flag will come out. But everybody else seems a little bit more separated at the moment, so
P11. You've just done a 32.6.
Go left inside. I'll let up.
The gap to Anderson ahead is now 2.0. The leader, Junior, is pitting.
yeah, we've got some more drivers now starting to pit. And we're catching up to Michael in that 13. And we're now in the slipstream of Michael, so ooh, a little wide almost.
Carlo. Still there.
10th position.
I've just seen that somebody else has just put it in. So we should now be up into P10. It's about our target goal really if we want to be gaining iRacing.
You've just done a 32.7. The gap to Anderson ahead is now 2.2.
Go left, Dean.
That last lap was at 32.6.
Go left, Randy.
The gap to Anderson ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4 seconds.
Coming close to the end of the race now. So anybody who hasn't pitted will have to pit in very shortly.
That lap
That's if
was
they
at
haven't saved enough
32.7.
fuel anyway. Oh, Thomas is going very slow all
Quick
of a sudden.
consistency. Keep
Suddenly.
coming.
Okay, so that's a pass to P9.
P9. That was 32.7.
Thomas has just pitted in. He's obviously hit a wall on the outside.
Okay, Al, you're reeling. Barnes in. The gap's now 0.5.
Rushed up a little bit. That's fine. We should be able to catch up to the 11.
Car leaving the pits.
Outside. Outside is clear.
Thank you. Yeah, he's just trying to save fuel, he is, so obviously he's at that point now really where if he pits in now he's going to lose a ton of positions. Yeah, you're pretty much committed at this point really.
P8.
Up to P8. Now P9 is like halfway around the track. P7, sorry. P7 is halfway around the track. So for us to reach him, we've got to meet him halfway around. He's got to run out of fuel for us to be able to beat him on track effectively, unless he pits in. And that could happen. Does depend on how everybody else's fuel is
Well,
really
that was 32.8.
with the last few laps. Actually, Junior actually pitted in, didn't he, earlier on, for the exact same reason. Just noticed that, and he's got far up the road. He's obviously done very well.
Hang it there.
2 laps remaining. The gap to Junior ahead is now 14 seconds. Okay, Al, that's good consistency. Keep it up. Gap to Barnes behind is now 5.7. Sanchez is now leading.
Good race, fellas. Good catch you,
Last lap.
That's disaster.
I think some cars are starting to run out of fuel.
Push now, we can catch this guy.
But we're not going to catch them, unfortunately. We're going to finish P8 though. To say it's actually a decent result. I'll definitely take that. A little bit unfortunate getting caught out with
P8, and there's the finish. Good result, mate, well done.
Got P17 start. Made our way up to P5 after the second safety car.
Job 6 car.
So, but yeah, look, it looked like the 9 actually fell left behind right at the end as well. So we'll pull into the pits. Have a look at all the results there. A few Qataris, of course.
Look out for the pit speed limit. What's your
So
speed
we
limit
only
in the
had
pits?
one little incident, and that was on the exit of turn 4 about, actually just before the first safety car came out actually. Let's get out of the car then, shall we? So yeah, started P17, finished P8. We were one lap down, but that was because we ended up hitting in for fuel. We did right at the end. Well, not right at the end, but halfway through the final green flag run. Some drivers obviously were having to save just a little bit of fuel. I think if we had actually taken on a little bit more fuel, we would have just had to have fuel saved just a little bit, but that would have been enough to have actually have done perfectly alright there. So a little bit unfortunate, but definitely not going to complain about that. So a good result and all. So let's go ahead and have a look at the results then. So from that, so we gained 23 iRacing, so we're back. So we get up a little bit from where we were before, and we gained 0.17 safety rating. We didn't get any incident points either, which makes it all the better. So it makes us a lot bit more safer. If we end up getting into some incidents, it won't be as much of a problem for, say, for example, if I was going into the A1 point something. So, but yeah, that is going to be it for me for race 2. So definitely a fun race from that one. So, but obviously we've still got race number 3, which I plan to do on the same day as this one as well. So that will be coming out pretty much the same day, hopefully. I'll probably get them both out about a couple of hours in between. So, and then obviously race 4 will be happening on the Monday. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all again soon. So see you all next time.